welcome to this new video. Today, we will take you on a journey through time to explore the history of Palestine in three main chapters, from the British Mandate and Nakba to the Intifadas and resistance, up to the pivotal events of 2025. This video is full of real events and important details, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Chapter 1. From British occupation to the Nakba, 1917 to 1948. The story begins in 1917 with the Balfour Declaration, where Britain announced its support for the creation of a Jewish homeland in Palestine, despite the fact that the land was already inhabited by Palestinians. In 1920, Britain imposed its mandate over Palestine. During this period, Jewish immigration increased with Western support, which heightened tensions between Arabs and Jews. By the end of World War II, pressure mounted on Britain to hand over the Palestine issue. In 1947, the United Nations proposed a plan to divide Palestine into two states, one Jewish and one Arab, with Jerusalem as an international city. The Arabs rejected the plan, and hostilities began. In 1948, Israel declared the establishment of its state, and the Nakba began. Over 750,000 Palestinians were displaced from their lands, and hundreds of Palestinian villages were destroyed. This marked the beginning of the modern conflict. Chapter 2. From the Naksa to the Intifadas, 1948 to 2005. After the Nakba, Palestinians lived in exile in refugee camps in Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, the West Bank, and Gaza. In 1967, during the Six-Day War, Israel occupied the West Bank, East Jerusalem, and Gaza Strip, in addition to the Golan Heights and Sinai. This event is known as the Naksa. In the 1970s, the Palestine Liberation Organization, PLO, was established, led by Yasser Arafat, and began its armed struggle. In 1987, the First Intifada erupted, a popular uprising against the occupation. In 1993, the Oslo Accords were signed between the PLO and Israel, leading to the establishment of the Palestinian Authority in the West Bank and Gaza. However, the agreement did not bring peace, and with the expansion of settlements, the Second Intifada erupted in 2000. In 2005, Israel unilaterally withdrew from Gaza, but imposed a tight siege on the Strip, which has lasted until today.
On Chapter 3, From the Siege to Full-Scale War, 2006 to 2025. Since 2006, after Hamas won the elections, internal divisions began, and the siege of Gaza deepened. Several devastating wars broke out in 2008, 2012, and 2014, each causing massive casualties. The West Bank witnessed a rise in settlement expansion, and the Judaization of Jerusalem reached unprecedented levels. The occupation continued its repression, and the Palestinian Authority lost much of its popularity. In May 2021, massive confrontations broke out after the Israeli assault on Al-Aqsa Mosque and the attempts to evict residents of Sheikh Jarrah. This led to the Sword of Jerusalem, battle between Gaza's resistance and the Israeli military. However, the pivotal event came on October 7, 2023, with Operation Al-Aqsa Flood, carried out by Hamas's military wing. The operation shook Israel, with hundreds of soldiers and settlers captured, and the border breached for the first time in such a large-scale attack. The Israeli response was brutal, leading to a full-scale war on Gaza that lasted for months, with tens of thousands of casualties, mostly civilians, including thousands of children. Infrastructure was destroyed, and hospitals, schools, and refugee camps were bombed. Despite the devastation, Gaza resisted, and the resistance emerged stronger, gaining global support. The Palestinian cause took center stage again, and the world began reassessing its stance. The occupation lost part of its legitimacy. Now, in 2025, the situation remains dire. Gaza is still under siege, but international efforts for reconstruction have started, and Palestinian resistance is now a powerful political and military force. The Palestinian issue is once again a central focus in international discourse, and the world is rethinking its policies. People are mobilizing, awareness is growing, and the occupation is losing its legitimacy. The history of Palestine is a story of resilience, suffering, resistance, and hope. From the Nakba to the Al-Aqsa Flood, the Palestinian people continue to resist and affirm their presence. If you liked the video, share it with your friends and write in the comments. Palestine is free from the river to the sea. See you next time.